I've always been pretty involved in politics. My family's pretty heavily involved in it at like a local level.
Okay.
And I was a very food motivated child. So my dad's like, I'm going to this Republican thing. They'll have donuts. I'm like, I'm there.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
That works for me.
Now's the time to finally speak up. And if you're scared to, remember, it's Republican, not Republicant.
But tell me more about you.
Okay. I mostly do TikTok.
Okay.
My username is that opinionated girl.
Awesome.
2 now because my main one got banned.
Yes, girl, we're going to talk about this. But
I started out mostly posting pro-Israel content, but I kind of pivoted more towards posting about conservative values. I'm personally Catholic, so I'll post about that. Basically just trying to get more young people, especially young girls, involved in the conservative movement.
That's amazing. Yeah, so if your TikTok gets banned, that means you're doing something right.
Banned without option to appeal. They just totally took it away. I was like, great.
What
thank
did you say?
That's a great question. So there was like a whole mass reporting campaign. Because I argue with everybody. I mean, I argue with
Fantastic.
Palestinians, liberals, very far left people. I don't have maybe the best filter for TikTok. I'll let you know what I think of you. but yeah, they're like, you can't have that back. I was like, oh, okay.
Aw. No, I get it. So right now they're coming at me saying that some of my interview footage from the last event that I went to isn't my content.
What?
Yes, I got 3 flags in 3 days, and then I sent them selfies of me holding the outfits that I'm wearing in the things, and they denied all 3 of my appeals.
Oh my god.
So I can't start posting until July 25th, I think.
You need to get a TikTok manager.
Well,
they will
OM
appeal
told
on your
me.
behalf.
Yeah, so OM told me that he's gonna send me something. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's nonsense. I'll get if people want my post down, but they know it breaks no rules, they'll report it as branded content. I'm like, I wish.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I love it. So, what I asked Ken too is like, I want to know what was your like breaking point of living life and then being like, I actually have to speak out and I have to share my opinion. What made you want to be the opinionated girl?
So I've always been pretty involved in politics. My family's pretty heavily involved in it at like a local level. And
Okay.
I was a very food motivated child. So my dad's like, I'm going to this Republican thing. They'll have donuts. I'm like, I'm there.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
That works for me. And then I was like listening to it. I'm like, oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. So I got involved at a local level, like door knocking, making phone calls, that kind of thing. And for a while, I knew I wanted to be more involved, but didn't really know how. So when TikTok came around, I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could yell at my phone.
Yeah.
So it's kind of where it came
So you
from.
started doing it. That's amazing. And where do you kind of see America going now? Like as far as like the Republican movement? I mean, are we golden for a while, do you think, because of how bad the previous 4 years were?
I think we have a chance at progressing. I think that our biggest enemy, honestly, isn't even the left, though, at this point. It's the fake Republicans.
Yes.
Because how do we have a majority in the House, a majority in the Senate, a right-leaning Supreme Court, a Republican president, and nothing's getting done?
I know.
How does that happen,
I know.
other than fake Republicans who put their own interests before that of their people?
I can't agree more. We're not getting enough. I would say we're not getting enough. We're not getting like anything done as far as Congress goes.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump is doing everything that he can with executive orders, but like we have to get all of that legislated. It has to be codified, or we're going to be right back where we started when we get the next Democratic president.
the system as a whole, there's no reason why it should take the amount of time it does to get
No.
certain bills passed. There's no reason why we're letting people sneak certain things into bills so it
Yep.
doesn't get passed. Bills that are important. I mean, national aid for people who are victims of natural disasters.
Correct.
And now all of a sudden you're saying, oh, by the way, we're also going to give billions to Ukraine in this bill. And then it doesn't get passed. You're like,
I
see,
know.
they don't want to help the Americans. It's like, no, you're doing things under the table. That's not a system that can work. It's not a system that's for the people. It's just all corrupted, backhanded stuff, and then nothing gets done, and people continue to suffer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, talking about natural disasters, my family is a victim of Hurricane Helene, and just watching the absolute mess of like what she had to go through to get through, my mom had to go through to get through the red tape of Hurricane Helene. And like they tell you, oh, there's aid. There's nothing. There's really not much that's coming to save you. It's like if you have, because I learned a lot. If you have like any type of like home insurance, they won't cover something that home insurance will cover. Okay. So like if your home insurance covers up to a certain point, then FEMA won't give you money or SBA loan won't give you money, right? But what's happening is that people's home values are increasing and the cost of materials increase with inflation and everything, right? So you actually can't afford to rebuild your home with the amount of money that insurance gives you a lot of the time. So people end up homeless.
Yeah, there was that, and I still remember there was a rather high-up employee at FEMA who got caught telling her
Yes.
employees don't approve aid for Trump supporters. If they have a Trump sign in their yard, then skip them completely. And that's a systemic problem just
Yes.
of the left utilizing these government agencies to go after political opponents, where just because an American has a different view than you, something
Yeah.
that we used to encourage and should be encouraged,
Right.
you're basically destroying their lives.
Yeah, and like it's so important to have Americans with different opinions.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have different opinions, there's no pushback. Now I think that America over the years with Democrats in office, they've tried to pit us against each other with narratives. But there was a time where it was healthy to have a debate and a discussion with somebody. And just because you have a debate with somebody doesn't mean that you couldn't still be friends.
Exactly.
And now I feel like it's gotten to the point where if you say something that goes against the narrative, people want to cut you off.
They do. They want to cancel you. They want to destroy your lives. I mean, some of us were talking about it earlier, the amount of doxing from
Yeah.
the left on TikTok and social media as a whole. And that's not what it was ever supposed to be. How can you learn? How do you know what you believe if you're not willing to challenge it? That just screams that you're insecure in it.
Yeah, exactly. So you're fighting a great fight. I'm thanking everybody because everybody here is providing such value to America.
Thank you for what you do. That sounds awesome. Getting people to like enjoy political commentary is not an easy feat. So thank you for doing it.
I try. I mean, I figured for me, these are people who are going to be voting, and most of the people that watch my content are already lean right?
Yeah.
But it's like if I can hit the younger audience that maybe is on the fence about something or isn't sure how they feel or about when it's time to come to vote, and they watch my content, go, hey, that's funny. Like I actually do kind of agree with that, or I can point out some of the hypocrisies on the left. Then I want to do that because I want that person to vote and be educated. And if they're not going to pay attention to politics at all, or they're going to watch my videos, then I'm gonna give them a 3 to 5 minute way to stay updated with current events without having to do too much work. I look at myself as the middleman.
Yeah.
Politics in the news is like a lot of work over here, and then people are busy.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the in-between and I do all of that and I can give you a package and all you have to do is watch it,
Yeah.
then please watch it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, well I'm so glad that I got to meet you and to talk with you and say that you have beautiful curls.
Same to you.
I
Oh
love
my
meeting
gosh.
a curly hair person. I love it. So
Oh, yeah.
mine needs a haircut, unfortunately, but
Feel you.
but you know I've been too busy.
Yeah, the 12-hour editing.
Yeah.
In the salon chair, just
Yeah. My hairdressers are Republican, so it's fine.
perfect.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I spent a lot of time being quiet about who I am until I realized there was no time left. I'm standing up and stepping up for we the people. Because a government that will give you everything you want is a government that will take everything you have.